Welcome back, Year 9. Okay, so we're doing example 5 now. Simplify writing your answer in index notation. So index notation means you have to have a base and an index in your answer. So here's the question. We're keeping our base and we're multiplying our indices because we have an index inside and outside a bracket. So you get 4 to the power of 6. This next one, just do the same thing. 0 times 2 is 0. Use your calculator, don't muck it up. And then if you do your rule, 10 to the power of 0, anything raised to the power of 0 equals 1. This one you could try on your calculator as well, but we still need to know the rule if you have letters here and not numbers. Okay, this next one, just do the same thing. 1 times 5 gives you 5, and that's the answer to that one. Okay, over here, they start getting a little bit harder. So it does say over here that you've got to have index form for your answer. You can leave the indices on your number as well. So this actually says 2 to the power of 10 and x to the power of 10. Everything in the bracket has to be raised to that power of 10. So you could write 2 to the power of 10, x to the power of 10, and that's fine. If you want to use the 2 to the 10 on the calculator and work it out, you can write it, if you like, as 1024 x to the power of 10. Alright, the next couple. Now these are starting to get a little bit confusing because we have a negative in here. So you do need to know this. It is really helpful if you learn this. So a negative to an odd power equals a negative. A negative to an even power equals a positive. Here we have a negative to an odd power. 9 is an odd number. So we know we're going to get a negative here. Then all you've got to do is multiply the indices inside and outside the bracket. Down here, everything has to be raised to the power of 4. So 2 to the power of 4, if you use your calculator, will give you 16 for that. Then just multiply the index inside and outside the bracket to do d to the power of 12. Down here, remember a negative to an even power will give you a positive. But if you do this with your calculator, you won't need to really remember it here. Remember when you're using a negative to a power, on your calculator you have to put it in the bracket. So you need to open bracket minus 2, close bracket to the power of 4 to get the correct answer of 16. If you don't do that, if you write it like this, the calculator thinks that you want to just do 2 to the power of 4 because it reads the base directly below the index. Okay, so the calculator is going to think, well, you want 2 to the power of 4, that's 16, and we'll just throw a minus in front. That's what the calculator will give you, and that's not what we want it to do. Right, so we've got to put it in with the brackets to get this right. So negative 2 in brackets to the power of 4 will give you 16. Then you've got nothing to do here really, so just write r to the power of 4. Down the bottom here, same thing. You've got a negative number to a power. Make sure that with the negative number, it goes in brackets so the calculator understands that your base is negative 3. Then the calculator will give you the right answer of 81. Then the index inside and outside the bracket, you multiply and that's your answer. Good luck with your homework. It's on Compass.